Hello guys, Songboy13. This video will be including a full update of what next month's weather of May will bring to the UK. Will it be another very sunny and warm one? Or could the month of May bring in some heavy rain, constant cool temperatures and a lack of heat? We'll find out. The storm has now arrived. Hello guys, Stormboy13. As we know, we're midway through April, and of course we'll be approaching a scorching Easter. However though, what will May bring? The last month of spring? Will it be, well, like I just mentioned before the intro, will it be another scorching month, or will it be a complete washout? So, we've got the predictions on AccuWeather, and what is the summary of May 2019 going to prevail? The possible likelihood for May 2019 for weather-wise next month is we are going to see a fairly sunny month, sunshine totals slightly above average, but it won't be as sunny as last year May. Rainfall totals will be slightly wetter than average, especially into the second half of the month. But temperatures though slightly warmer than average, but even that not as warm as last May. So, but overall the month is still looking pretty decent. But it won't be quite as bone dry, which good news for some, bad news for others. But let's go through details day by day. This year, the beginning of May will start on a Wednesday, so 5 days throughout the first week as we approach into May. The first week of May, according to the AccuWeather, well, first of all, we focus on into April. Mid-April is likely to be very warm. The forecast has changed completely though a few days ago, so mainly the last few days of April, last 10 days particularly, it could be quite a lengthy warm spell. Not a huge amount of rain, and if any rain we do get will be hit and miss thunderstorms. But as we fast forward into 2 weeks time, so the first full week of May I should say, is the weather will actually be surprisingly noticeably cooler. So generally the weather will be not a lot of rain though. It's looking like to be a mainly dry first full week of May. But we could see, likelihood is we will see a breakdown from the high pressure throughout the end of April, beginning of May. At the moment, beginning of May, don't know what day will be yet, but it could be a very wet day with a band of heavy rain across the region. Temperatures briefly could take a noticeable tumble, only into low double figures at the very best, so it's going to be much noticeably colder, along with heavy outbreaks of rain. But there will be other days as well with the first week. High pressure will be forming. Temperatures nothing spectacular, close to average, a few warmer spells, but no heatwave conditions. But very pleasant enough in the sunshine, and generally throughout the first week, and as approaching into Bank Holiday Monday, the weather's actually looking pretty decent, with some spells of sunshine, temperatures very pleasant, high teens if you're very lucky, so not a bad start to May, just 1 or 2 days could be very wet. Then after Bank Holiday Monday, the second week of May, from Tuesday the 7th to Sunday the 12th, and the weather's looking very, very changeable, and actually a pretty average looking week. Tuesday the 7th of May, to be honest, I'm not going to go through days because it's literally near impossible to predict when, but the likelihood is throughout the second week of May, temperatures pretty much up and down. Some days it will be fairly warm, high teens, some days temperatures could be a few degrees below the average. There will be some sunny days throughout the second week of May. There will be some rain around. Some days there will be some showers, could even be some thunderstorms as well on 1 or 2 days. But there will be some dry spells, there will be some cloudy days, and a very, very mixed second week. So it is likely that we'll be seeing a westerly flow. Sorry, just found the camera. Second week, well, particularly the first week, we won't see much of a southerly, so more likely that the winds will be kind of also from a westerly, and it could be the same thing throughout the second week as well. So it's kind of a very changeable outlook. Then the third week of May, exactly middle of May, from Monday the 13th to Sunday the 19th, and the weather, there's not a huge amount of change. The weather will actually stay probably a bit more of a southwesterly. Temperatures could be a little bit warmer though, so a few cooler interludes still, but temperatures, there's a higher chance we could see the low 20s on some days. Temperatures won't be massively high, so it's a bit unlikely that May 2019 could bring in some persistent hot days, so generally it will be a more changeable month. But there will be slightly longer, drier spells, I would say, so when you 2 or 3 days of persistently dry and fine weather, you might be lucky. But the risk of showers or even thunderstorms will continue every now and again. Like I said, what days we'll be getting is impossible to tell. But the third week is likely that there will be some warmer spells, lengthier warm and dry spells, but there will still be occasional spells of rain or showers with occasional thundery interludes to go with it as well. But then as we approach into the fourth week, from, well, it'll be a long one, including Bank Holiday Monday, from the Monday the 20th to Monday the 27th of May, the weather is probably turning a little bit cooler by the fourth week of May. Temperatures may struggle to get into the 20s, mid-teens at the very best most days. The odd day might be a little bit warmer, but I think the weather will probably change from northwesterly to a westerly, so the increase of risk of showers or rain continues, and maybe a little bit more cloud around throughout the fourth week of May, so temperatures won't not as high, there won't be as much sunshine. Probably the coolest of the weather will be around that month, throughout the month. Like I said, there will be a few warmer spells, but probably won't be as frequent. And once again, third week, we could see more potential showers, maybe the odd thunderstorm around, and that's what it will potentially be looking like. And I think especially, this could be quite interesting as we approach into, not the early, but the late May bank holiday weekend. A little bit similar to last year, just except the temperatures probably might not be quite as high. But that still does not mean we can see a washout. Although it was mostly from a warm direction, a cool direction can still bring in large amounts of rainfall. So northwesterly to westerly, there is an increased chance that we will see more prolonged spells of showers and maybe even a few thundery spells as well throughout the late May bank holiday weekend. So I can't guarantee that, despite a very pleasant Easter, the bank holiday weekend, especially the late one, you might struggle to get any decent spells of fine weather, I'm afraid. So it could be a little bit of a washout for some. The last few days of May into the last week of May, temperatures will recover actually. We will see some warmer spells, which temperatures may get back up into high teens and possibly into the low 20s. But there will still be a few showers around, again a few thundery ones, but not as frequent and prolonged. So a little bit of light in the end of the tunnel at the end of the month, but still overall though, mainly throughout May is we will see plenty of sunshine most days. There will be a few dull ones, but still sunshine amounts will be slightly above average, but not as high as last month May. Temperatures, despite a few cooler spells, I think the fourth week will be the coolest. Still overall a fairly warm month, but we might not see any massively high temperatures throughout the month of May. Low 20s at the best. But still, oddly enough, a warmer than average month. But again, not as warm as last May. And rainfall totals will be wetter than last May. So generally, especially the second half of May, particularly late May bank holiday weekend, you could be in a bit of a washout. So that's what my predictions would be for May 2019, according to the AccuWeather website. Thank you for listening. That's all I've got to deliver for you. And that's it. And the next video, this is going to be interesting. Nottingham has been hit by climate change protesters. What's that all about? And most importantly, why doing rush hour traffic? I'm going to mention some of that on a future video. and I wouldn't be surprised now. We may see more of these in the future, but I'll mention more of that next video. As always, guys, give it a like, comment, subscribe. Any more videos you want me to do, comment below, and that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Storm's now out.